I'm Melk Van Delst, and this is an excerpt from Do the Wrong Thing, a book series or extra long novel that opens with a woman trying to kill herself. She says, I don't know why I tried to do this, and by way of explanation tells her life story. We're in book 2. Previously in Do the Wrong Thing, Ava wondered why boys don't like her, why her mother is so sad, and why she, Ava, feels so strange around Mr. Fern, whose name is now Mr. Sexton. This week, I've got a rewrite of the Borderwoman section from last week, and I'll put my questions at the end. This chapter is called A Changing Landscape, and this is a little bit from last week, and then I'll carry on with the edits. I've stopped caring about being top tier. I read books during spares instead of hanging out with Liz and Kathy. They only befriended me anyway out of sympathy. I talk to unpopular kids and actually find them interesting. I'm sad. I'm lonely, but Mr. Sexton says I can write. He likes me and everyone likes him, even though they won't admit it. He likes the stuff I put in essays, where I write what I cannot say, where I'm myself, not the person I think people want me to be. Ivan Kruk is dying about Borderwoman. He's laughing so hard he's shaking. Ivan is one of the kids I now speak to. He has a skin condition which puts unsightly white blotches on his otherwise olive complexion. That's why he's unpopular. The blotches are not on his face, though. Maureen Smith has an A in math. She sits in front of me. For the most part, I pretend she's not there. I mean, she's second from the top of the hierarchy, being friends with the sneering, sarcastic Tia. Maureen is quiet and self-contained. Is that the right word? She's not shy or awkward shy. She's confident quiet, like a queen. And I'm a splat behind her, a human being reaching out in all directions, distracting people and making a mess of things. So I pretend she's not there. Maureen did turn orange last year from eating too many carrots. I'm not talking burnished tan, but full-on orange. How many carrots do you have to eat for that to happen? Can you turn yourself green with spinach or red with raspberries? Quietly confident queens do not eat so many carrots that they turn orange. Unbalanced, disturbed people do. I remember when it happened. I'd see her in the halls and stare, not obviously. I'd look when she was looking away. And I'd feel a twang in my heart, pity, as if she were no longer top tier, because you can't pity someone higher up on the social scale than yourself. You can only abase yourself for them, admire them, wish you were them, and make sure you didn't challenge their right to choose the best boyfriends or seats in the cafeteria or whatever. I don't even know what top tiers get that I don't. Respect? I'd surreptitiously watch Maureen and think maybe she didn't have it made, that something, an insecurity, though even thinking that scares me now in grade 13, as if Maureen or Tia will somehow know I thought of Maureen as being insecure last year and will make me pay. And as scary as it is to disclose these mutinous thoughts, that's what I thought. That perhaps Maureen wasn't as strong and impenetrable as I'd believed her to be. Seriously, how many carrots do you have to eat to turn orange? You eat nothing but carrots for weeks or months? Anyway, Maureen turning orange has nothing to do with my math marks or what she did for me. Maureen turns around in her seat and says, I'll help you with the test. I was lamenting to Ivan that I needed to get an A in order to get my B. She was probably sick of listening to me. I shrink, drop my chin, and look at Maureen through my eyebrows, unable to formulate words. Just copy my answers. She smiles a little. I'll sit to the side. I look at Ivan, who grins and gives me a why not shrug. So I grin too, turn back to Maureen and say, thanks. By test time the following week, at least half the class knows I'm going to cheat off Maureen. I wasn't quiet about it. I want the B, don't care much about math. I'm also planning on dropping chemistry. I have a D, like half the class has a D. I don't know why Mr. Prince marks so hard. I don't need the class to graduate, so dropping it should be no problem. It's funny reading Maureen's answers over her shoulder. I know I didn't have to worry about anyone seeing me other than Mr. Garrick. Ivan catches my eye and grins. I get an A on the test. Well, Maureen does. And Mr. Garrick treats me like some long-lost math genius who only needed to unlock her brain, turn a key in my frontal lobe or something. And he's kind of right. He calls on me in class now, insisting I know the answer. Weirdly, I usually do. Well, before I didn't. It's like his approval and my new friend's help has turned a key. Borderwoman, classmates call out to me in the halls, especially the unpopular ones. I grin stupidly. So do they. I like this new feeling of belonging, of being part of something. A warmth kindles deep inside. So my questions are, there's tense changes. I'm wondering how those are and how are the section breaks, any other issues with understanding, what did you like, what did you not like, et cetera, et cetera. Thanks.